Hey, Joanne Barker, are you ready for today?
I'm ready for today.
So there's two things that we need as music teachers. We need love and we need, wait for it, chocolate.
Chocolate, dark chocolate. We do.
Dark chocolate. Joanne and I are sisters from another mother. I'm telling you, we just are on the same page. We're passionate about teaching, and we're also passionate about helping other teachers find their way. And so we just want to say hi. I'm Gloria St. Germain, and of course, Joanne Barker. And today we're talking about this decision we have to make as educators. And sometimes we think, should I be teaching groups? Should I explore that? Or no. I think I should be teaching solo. No. I can't decide. And Joanne Barker, you have come up with the amazing Ultimate Music Teachers Boot Camp combo system. Share a little bit about what's happening coming up soon.
Well, next Wednesday, I'm going to be teaching a course, and that's what it's all about, is the Ultimate Music Combo Lesson System. What's a combo lesson system? It takes group lessons, it takes private lessons, which we call solo lessons, and combines them together. This is a system that's taken me a little over 10 years to refine and develop. And so many teachers have asked me how to do it. And if I could share it with you in a 90-second little blurb right now, I'd tell you. But there's a little bit more to it. It's like any system out there. It takes a while to learn about it, to explore, I had to do a bit of experimenting with it and then implementing it. And it works. Obviously, I'm here. I have a full studio and my students love it.
I think what you just said, Joanne, is testimonial to when we know something works, when we see results, and then we know it's repeatable. It's not like you just tried this out for a year and go, yeah, this is cool, check it out. When we use our system, and a system is something that can be used repeatable, right? Mm-hmm. And we use it again and we use it again, and we see the success. I've seen the notes that your parents send you saying, my kids love this. They're so excited to come to their music lessons, and they're so excited to get to have their little private Joanne time. And I think this is the success. And when we really empower our musicians to learn differently and to learn from others in the group too, it just makes it more fun. And of course, it's not just here's your lesson, but you've integrated a lot of really powerful teaching tools into your system too. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's really fun. I use your Ultimate Theory books. Like, oh my goodness, those books have made such a difference in my students' lives and in the way I teach too. And so many of the strategies that you've taught us in, the Ultimate Music Teachers membership and in the Elite Educator program and in the certification course, I implement all of those in my classes every day. We might think we're teaching an instrument, but we're really teaching theory. And if you can convey the concepts to more than one child at a time, it's such a much better, efficient use of your time. Saying the same lesson over and over and over. Honestly, the reason I looked at group lessons, I had 13 kids in the same level. I was blessed to have that many beginners that year. But I was teaching the same lesson 13 times. So this is just such a better use of time for you and such a better use of time and financial resources for the families, because you can keep the lessons a little less expensive for parents. They're getting a super value for what they're paying you. I'm really happy with the income I'm making. It's justifying my education and my years of experience. I have rent to pay at the studio. It covers all that, covers all the incidental costs I have. And at the end of the day, my husband smiles too.
Yeah. And one of the great things I think about having this program is that I just want to be clear that this is the combo system that works for all practical lessons. So whether you're teaching piano or whether you're teaching violin or whether you're teaching voice, the system works for all instruments. This is not about piano lessons. No. This is not about voice lessons.
It could be dramatic arts. Maybe you're teaching dramatic arts, right? You could do that. And it's the system works. It's the process. I'm such a process person. Whenever I get involved with something, it's like, well, how does it work? Yes. What is the process? Why is the process there? And I've done a lot of reading over the years. James Bastian was the first one that I read, this would have been, I'm thinking 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And I read about how he said the best combination is group and private lessons. But you know what, Glory? Nobody was doing it. So why would I try that? I think the book back here, The Power of Why.
Yeah.
My first chapter was why not? And that's what I said to myself. Piano lessons, music lessons in general have been a solitary single thing forever. Picture Clara Schumann, right? The pictures we've seen in the history books. It was one-on-one lessons. So there's this perception in the world that it has to be that way. One of my students, Isla, she started with me at age 3 and was in group lessons and then combo lessons for years. And she said, what's really weird, Joanne? One of my friends at school, she goes to piano by herself.
Yeah.
And Isla just thought that was the oddest thing. She said, I feel so bad for her because that can't be much fun. I'm sure the girls' lessons were fun. But in Isla's mind, she only knew this system. So I was grown up with, I actually have a teacher, a former student who's going to start teaching the system in my studio this fall. I am so excited about that. All of this girl knows is the system I've used. So she's half trained already, isn't she?
Absolutely. And one of the things that we share inside our Ultimate Music Teachers membership too, we talk about the cooperative learning theory and all of the games and things that you've designed for us. And you bring that entire element into the combo teaching system, because we do learn faster when we learn in small groups. This is scientifically proven. And when you think about every school, whether public or private, you're teaching a group, and ultimately you've got like 20, 30 students in a classroom. In university and college, there's sometimes 100 people sitting there listening to a professor speak. So why do we think it would be any different for teaching music? And what you've created, in my mind, is the masterpiece to say, here's the system. I can't wait for everyone to dive into the course because it's incredible. I've been in the back end with Joanne, and I'm just like, oh, I can't wait for you to share. It's brilliant to say, here's how you can be productive and you can be profitable. And I want to put that in the notes here so that if you're looking to say, well, how can I implement this? Just check the notes below, because I'll put the link in there for you. And I'm so excited, Joanne. Are we ready to rock and roll this thing?
I'm ready. I'm so excited. And I thank you, Glory, for giving me the opportunity to share this. When we come up with an idea, when we come up with something and we're doing it on our own, we think, well, this is great. But when someone else validates that what you're doing has merit, and, as music teachers, I think sometimes we discount ourselves and say, well, I'm just a music teacher. I'm just a piano teacher. You know what? We are professionals. We have more education than a lot of the professionals we deal with, don't we? Because we started lessons from the time we're little kids and studied our whole lives. So we never shouldn't be discounting ourselves and saying, oh, that can't work. The biggest thing, one of the biggest things you talked about in the Elite Educator program was mindset. And you talk about that in the Music Business Mastery, which will be coming up soon too. Yeah. Mindset is everything. So if your mindset is like, I want to explore, I want to see what else is out there and available, this is a great opportunity for that to happen, because this course is about that. It's about exploring something different. Come with an open mind. Yes. Come with a mind that's going to say, maybe that could work for me. Maybe that's something that I should consider. Maybe I don't want to teach as many hours, but want to have more students. Yeah. That's a nice perk.
It's a great perk, Joanne. And one of the other things too is that I love what you just said about mindset, because one of the keys to creating a successful business, and you have been on this ride with me for many, many years, and we're now in 37 countries around the world with our Elite Educator program and so much more. And when we show up with being coachable, being teachable, and having a growth mindset, that's when the universe just kind of presents itself for us to keep growing. So I'm thinking, if this opportunity of getting Joanne's, 10 years or probably more, but let's just say 10, but this incredible opportunity to learn from the master herself, who has created this course, especially for music teachers, because she's passionate about sharing this, as I've been passionate about sharing the Ultimate Music Theory program. I think it's an ultimate win-win. I'm going to leave the notes here. Make sure you get registered now, because
I've got one more point for you, Glory.
Don't want to miss it.
We expect our students, or we just assume our students are coming to our lessons with an open mind to learn something new that they haven't learned before. And isn't it strange that as we become older and as we become more experienced, we sometimes plant our feet in the ground? I've done that. I've done that in many instances in my life, and then went, wait a minute, maybe I can do that. I became a lay preacher. Like, I couldn't do that, but I've done that. So I'll keep that open mind, be a student for a moment, explore, and let your mind be open to the possibilities. The possibilities are endless. I'm actually coming up with a new little program for my new teacher to use for the fall, an 8-week little mini session, because that's what she'd like to try. It's her first time teaching. So we're gonna jump into the shallow end of the pool. So
Yeah.
there's so many possibilities. It doesn't have to be the traditional way of doing things. Think about our life. We're on here right now talking to each other. That's not traditional, is it?
Exactly. It's just, this is where we hang out in the lunchroom.
With chocolate, and we love each other. So that's the important
We do. Mwah. So don't forget, get signed up for the upcoming Ultimate Music Teachers Boot Camp, where you're going to learn all about Joanne, course creator Joanne Barker, her system, and bring your own BYOC, bring your own chocolate.
And lots of water. Our public service announcement for today is drink a lot of water, people. Lots of water today.
That might be a problem because I only have my Superwoman coffee mug.
That's cheers.
Cheers. All right, you guys, we'll see you later. Thanks for joining us live. Bye.